They wrote you off. But God says, tag, you're it. 5:28 on the clock. Those tables, they have been turned. God said, for everyone that laughed at you, everyone that called you crazy, everybody just thought you, oh, I love it. You dream so big. I love that you dream so big. God said they about to open their mouth in shock. Because although it may tarry, that vision is going to come to pass. And God said that time is now. Your life is about to move so fast. Just like with Pharaoh, called Joseph. He moved with speed. He took off them old garments and put on them royal garments. And he took his place in the palace. God has me real emotional today. And I'm going to be transparent with you. I never felt loved. No matter how I looked at it, I never felt loved. And God said, I'm going to send people in your life where you feel the love. I'm going to make sure that people see your heart. And it's going to be genuine. And that's all he's been doing to me, is sending me genuine love. I used to ask myself why I was even born as a child. I never wanted to live. It just seemed like I wasn't fitting in. It was no place for me, and I never understood that. But today, I can really say I feel genuinely loved. And God said, whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, he's going to make sure that he sends you love. He's going to make sure that you are remembered. He's going to make sure that you have the right people around you to take you where you need to get. You can't do this by yourself. It's too big. You need a team. You need a team. You need prayer warriors. You need listeners. You need spirituals. You need a team around you for where God is taking you. You can't do this by yourself. So I just want to take time out to tell you guys I am so overjoyed by the messages, by the words. It warms my heart because I always felt invisible. But God said that veil has been lifted. You're no longer invisible. 3:33 on the clock. He told me to do one thing, and I did it. And this was Christmas Eve. And it's just been rolling. It's just been rolling. Just been rolling. Like a ball. When you just keep rolling and more substances around it, it just gets bigger, it gets harder, it becomes a force. And that's what God is doing. He's making you an unstoppable force. He's making you a massive force. He's producing some major things in you. So for you who felt like this is not making sense, or, where is this going? What am I doing? Just know those small steps lead to big things. Just know that. You got to keep the faith. Even when you don't see God, even when you can't trace God, even when you don't hear God, you got to keep the faith. I can't tell y'all how many times I wanted to give up. I can't tell y'all how many times I just said, it's easier to go over here and play with the enemy. I can't tell y'all how many times it was just, God, choose somebody else. I can't do it. But every time I threw the towel in, God threw it back and said, I chose you. And you're going to go forward and do what I called you to do. I'm going to let you do what you got to do over here. But I'm going to still be here. And you're going to keep hearing my whisper getting louder and louder. And then when that day comes, you're going to understand 33 on the clock. You're going to understand. Those tables have been turned, and everything that you have, all the love that you have gave, is coming back times 10, more than 100-fold for you. And I get a lot of messages about people not feeling loved, about people feeling abandoned, about people feeling like they don't belong. You're not supposed to. And you're never abandoned. You're never alone. You just have to change your mindset and lean on God. He's the only one that can pull you through. He's the only one that can carry you. He's the only one that can place your foot on solid ground. He's the only one that can light that path for you. Nobody else can do that. We are not victim. We are victorious. And the time has come where you see that. You are the generational curse breaker. You're not supposed to be understood. You're not supposed to be liked by everybody. You're not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to shift the atmosphere. You're supposed to change the rules. You're supposed to be the risk taker. It's supposed to not make sense. Because God is a big God. And the last thing he'll ever do is anything small. That's why he said, think bigger. You asking God to upgrade you to a 2-bedroom, and he's trying to give you a whole community. You asking God to, give me a car, and God trying to give you a car lot. You asking God, I just want to start this business. God, like I'm trying to start you a corporation. Like it's steps to this thing. You got to think bigger. You're like, God, I just want to do a regular ebook. God said you're a New York Times bestseller. That book is going to be worldwide. You like, God, I'm just going to make plates for everybody around my community. God, like, no. I'm going to put some events in your place. And when you go to this one event, that chef going to be there or this person going to be there. And it's going to take you. Your name going to skyrocket. Your name rings bells in the spirits. You got to know how powerful you are. That's why he said you're waking up to see how powerful you are. It's all going to make sense why it didn't look like what you thought it was going to look like. Because I had bigger plans for you. And this took some time. It's not a microwave blessing. It's going to take time. He had to do what he had to do to get you where he had to get you. The tables have turned. You're about to, everything in your life is going to move with speed. Speed on top of speed on top of speed. Like an avalanche just coming down, just tearing everything up. That's what you're getting ready to do. I feel sorry for anybody in your way. You better tell them, move now, because I'm unstoppable. I love you guys so much. Make it no worries now.